Hello? Oh my god. Okay, you're coming over now? Well, okay. Alright, bye. Oh my god. Unexpected visitors. What am I gonna do? Oh wait, I can make my special cookie recipe.
1 hour later.
Okay. It's a top secret recipe. No, it doesn't mean leave. Okay, well my recipe is top secret. But you get to see the ingredients and the amounts, so it's not that much of a secret anymore. Let's see what it calls for. All you do is judge me for getting freaking sick of it. Here we have our ingredients. I'll do some measuring. Oh, this recipe only makes 6. Turo, what are we gonna do? We need 12 cookies. I know, you gotta look at the recipe. I don't know what we're gonna do. Do you have any ideas? We could double it. Oh, but you don't know how to double it. You don't know fractions and addition of fractions, Turo? Are you for real right now? Well, I have an idea. I'll just teach you and this will be a nice lesson for you, and that way, you know, you can learn how to do the secret recipe and you can learn some fractions and addition. Oh, you want to know what fractions are, Turo? Well, I can tell you. I can tell everyone what fractions are. What are fractions? We have A as our numerator and B as the denominator. Our numerator tells us how many pieces there are, and our denominator says how many pieces make up one whole object. Fractions are always relative to the whole. Oh, you want to learn more about fractions? Okay, great. Well, do you understand what fractions are from what I told you? Yeah? Does this make sense? Great. Okay. Well, here's what our recipe calls for. First, we need 1/3 of a cup of frozen peas for these special cookies. They're going to be really good. Here, I have my 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to pour some frozen peas in, Turo. Okay? Turo, I need your attention. Honey baby. Okay, so yeah, look at that. 1/3 of a cup of frozen peas. Oh, but we're doubling it. So that means we need to know what 1/3 plus 1/3 is. First, we need to make sure you have a common denominator. And secondly, we're going to add the numerators and keep the denominators the same. So if we're doing 1/3 plus 1/3, that's going to equal 2/3 because we add the numerators and leave the denominators the same. So that means we have 2 parts out of our whole, which our whole would be 3 pieces. So 2/3. So I've got my 1/3 of cup here, and actually this measuring cup is for weird measurements, and it's 2/3 of a cup. So we'll just dump 1/3 in. Just like that, nice and easy. Very good. Okay, and then the other 1/3 of it just goes right in there. 2/3 of a cup of frozen peas for the cookies. I mean, you need half of a lemon. Oh, but actually, we're doubling the recipe. We're gonna have to figure out how to add 1/2 plus 1/2. 1/2 plus 1/2 is going to equal 2/2. Because 2 parts make up the whole, we end up with 1 whole object. Since 1/2 of a lemon plus 1/2 of a lemon equals 1 whole lemon, we can just put the whole lemon in the bowl. We need 3/4 of a cup of milk plus 3/4 of a cup of milk since we're doubling the recipe. That's going to require some fraction addition, isn't it, Turo? So to add 3/4 plus 3/4, that's going to equal 6/4 because we're only adding the numerators. And 4 pieces make up our wholes, so when we shade in all of the 6 pieces total, we end up with 1 whole object and 2/4 of a whole object. And 2/4 equals 1/2, so we have 1.5. Can we pause for a second? I need to get another animal. Oh, you love cookies with frozen peas in them? Well, good. I have got the recipe for you. Next, we're going to need 1/8 of a cup of Quick Oats. Oh, but I forgot something. We need to add the 1/8 plus 1/8 because, you know, we're doubling the recipe and we have to do some fraction addition, right? 1/8 plus 1/8 equals 2/8, just adding the numerators, which is equivalent to 1/4 when we divide 2/8 by 2. I'm glad you remembered that we have to double the recipe, so this is 1/4 of a cup, 1/8 plus 1/8, fraction addition. You know what fractions are. Good, so we'll just sprinkle that on in there. A nice even layer oats in our cookies. Well, the last ingredient is my favorite, the sugar. We need 1/4 of a cup of sugar plus 1/4 of a cup because we are doubling our recipe to get 1 dozen cookies for my surprise guest. So, okay, we're just gonna add 1/4 of a cup plus 1/4 of a cup. Saki, do you remember what that is? Of course you do. You were paying attention. More than Turo pays attention.
1/4 plus 1/8. We're going to need to get a common denominator. 4 times 2 equals 8 and 2 times 2 equals 8. So we have 2/8 plus 1/8 and that's going to be 3/8.
1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1/2. Well, looks like the dough is done. So I'm just gonna make some balls out of it, pop it in the oven, cook it up. Should be done by the time my guests arrive. Some delicious cookies. A whole dozen. All 12 of them because we doubled the recipe using fraction addition. My guests are gonna be here any minute because I gotta get ready for them.